Spider-Man Far From Home for me is better than Homecoming. It's got really good action and Mysterio's a great villain.
Thor is an MCU movie I find very underrated. Chris Hemsworth is terrific as Thor. Tom Hiddleston is fantastic as Loki. Natalie Portman does well as Jane Foster. Anthony Hopkins is good as Odin. The action scenes are a ton of fun and there's really good special effects. Now I know one thing people complain about is Thor not having his powers for most of the movie, but I actually don't mind because I like how his arc in this movie is him learning to be a true hero. In terms of flaws, I would say Kat Dennings was kind of annoying sometimes. I love this movie and I think it's the second best Thor movie. Iron Man 3 is a solid MCU movie. Robert Downey Jr., as usual, is fantastic as Tony Stark. Gwyneth Paltrow is good as Pepper Potts. Don Cheadle, in my opinion, does a much better job in this film than he did in Iron Man 2. Guy Pearce does a good job as Aldrich Killian. The movie has fun action scenes, stunning visual effects, and a great score. Iron Man 3 is a movie that I really enjoy, and I honestly think this movie is underrated. Is it as good as the first Iron Man? No, it's not, but it's much better than Iron Man 2.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is a movie that I actually think is underrated, and I think this is a worthy follow-up to the first one.
Yondu's death in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 hit so hard is because of what we learn about him. One of the things Guardians Volume 2 does a really good job of establishing is why Yondu didn't give Peter to his real father. The reasoning of why he didn't makes you like Yondu more as a character, and it makes his sacrifice for Peter Quill make you feel bad when he dies. The Incredible Hulk is the most underrated MCU movie. Let's start talking about the performances. Edward Norton is fantastic in this movie, and if I'm being honest, he is the best on-screen Hulk. I love how he embraced the character's inner turmoil and gave us a Bruce Banner that was tortured and conflicted with the monster within. As for the Hulk himself, this is the best version of Hulk. Liv Tyler does a good job as Betty Ross. Tim Roth and William Hurt are both terrific. The movie has exciting action scenes and a really good score. The Incredible Hulk is a movie I feel gets hated on too much. It's not the best MCU movie, but it's far from the worst.